bored by beauty. What does that mean? To be bored by beauty. I once, and I just told the step Danny this story earlier today. I was going back when I was younger than her, 18, 19 years old. I'm driving down I-75, 27, 23, somewhere in there, and I was coming up behind a car on the freeway. And coming up on the car in the freeway, I look at people. Never meant to, always have. I look into the rear view mirror through the back windshield, and I see the driver, and it's this woman, and she's just a beautiful girl. And I said, wow, look at that. And I'm coming up, and I see in the passenger side rear view mirror, side mirror, there's another girl, and she was beautiful too. And this is the type of stuff we do as young men. We're getting driven by our hormones. And we know that we really don't need any more of us around. But the hormones are like a virus. Well, that's it. It's the mitochondria. It's been said to me before by a friend of mine who's a doctor in etymology. He says that they are an alien being, that mitochondrial DNA. Well, it makes us something more. It makes us human. And so here we are talking about just driving forth, and a person that sees a beautiful woman in the rear view mirror, and it's a person driving behind them in a 1988 Toyota Corolla with a hatchback that'll do 90 without you knowing it. And he sees an older woman than him. He doesn't know it at the time because he is seeing an illusion. But he's not seeing an illusion, he's seeing reality. And you look and you think, I'd like to be with that. And then as I drive by, I looked, and it was two old women. Old women. And I just tweaked my mind as I drove by them. I was going to smile and, bang them both. But I realized I'm confused. These were old women. And at that moment, I had a realization that I don't think other people do, is that I realized there is an 18, 19-year-old kid driving 1,000 miles. I could fuck anything as long as I sign in on time. I realized that as we get older, things will still be as beautiful to us. For all the kids that worry about just not having a wife the same age as them, somebody they can talk to, that think they need a trophy wife. You don't need that. Actually, you don't want it. And hasn't it? Oh, that's a little girl. Hasn't anybody figured out that nobody wants anybody forever? That's the way you're looking at it. The truth is, it's what's happening with the Constitution right now. You thought it was so beautiful when it started, and now you're like, it's old. But what is old? The Constitution is supposed to be leading to a more perfect union. It's a world that can exist together without having problems constantly. Nobody's not going to talk about starvation. I'm not going to talk about death. I'm not going to talk about how I got a vaccination for the bubonic plague, and I didn't have any more problem getting a vaccination to the plague. Like, oh no, what are they going to do to me? Than I did for getting the goddamn jab. I got sick before you did. It almost killed everybody but me. Then I got a jab and I got sick again, and it was no problem at all. There you go. You sit here and you look at these things that you're so used to. It's becoming bored of beauty. You have seen, like I have, like everybody younger than us has, and a few before us if they had enough money. We have seen a freedom that is unusual. It's not making sure somebody's in their office when they're working if they can do it from home. It's not about looking at somebody that is just hating you for being free. We have become so used to being free that imagine what your wife will think when she hears that you don't love her anymore after you met her on a highway to Fort Bragg. Freedom, the liberal aspect of it. Liberal means liberty. And you're becoming bored with your freedoms.